Great news! While searching through the crates of colony supplies, we found a sickle. Now we have something that goes perfectly with our hammers. This will boost production sky high. I can almost see the glorious future. Your family's rather rollicking love life has led to an unexpected pregnancy. Someone stole my manuscript and published it under a pseudonym. It was an autobiographical story about two men on a mountain who want to form deep male bonds. They even stole the surrealistic chapter where fairies prance under a rainbow. The circumstances behind the theft are very queer. We just discovered the number of times you need to get hit by a plank to actually discover something. It is around 7, depending on the plank in question. We call this the plank constant. I am sure it will become very important one day. Great news! We found out how to use the muskets the Crown sent us. Apparently, all you have to do is pull the trigger. Our research was seriously hindered until we discovered you should not look into the barrel when pulling the trigger. We lost a lot of good men that way. Someone must really hate us. It is bad luck to have one tornado on your island, but we have several. It must be a conspiracy. I sat with 3 other members of the research team. Suddenly, it dawned on us. We're 4 men. You get it? 4 men? Incidentally, we also discovered bad puns. The fastest way to bond with someone is to drink with him. The way to the heart is through the stomach, and that is why I will never come to your office without a bottle. Our research team, that is to say me, discovered the shovel 40 times. If I find out who put it there, I will kill him. Anyway, I gave it to the miners so they can put it somewhere safe, like underground. Presidente, we didn't manage to get any research done. So, we decided to steal France's greatest achievements. Unfortunately, we broke into their Museum of Military Accomplishments and all I found was this white flag. It seems we will have to work on our diplomacy skills. I don't like that Adriana lady, Presidente. She is never nice to me. She calls me names like baboon and does not like my plans, even when they are bound to work. Presidente, we discovered the tank. It was left unlocked at a military exhibition. We took it for a spin and for a while controlled most of Europe. We eventually ran out of fuel, but we managed to dismantle the tank and smuggle it back home. Now, we just have to figure out how to put it back together again. Our brave soldiers are either fighting against tyranny and oppression or for it. I always forget which. Here is our latest scientific data. Foreign diplomats are 45% more prone to agree with us if our diplomats fart less often, or if they at least stink less. As a part of a cross-group study, we also found that 33% of foreign diplomats do not like belching at the table. Finally, a staggering 95% have indicated that they have a very negative opinion of our diplomats singing the national anthem while standing on the top of the table naked. Who would have thought? Our research team developing new materials was wondering why this steel girder kept getting bigger and bigger until it hit them. They will be missed. The unthinkable has happened, Presidente. We have lost the elections. A devilish combination of the global economy, the Illuminati, bad weather, and just plain rotten luck made you lose. Please leave your beard and your hat on your desk on your way out. Elections are coming, Presidente. Presidente, my fellow diplomats want us to ally with the allies and to give the Axis the axe. Great giant tropical spiders, Presidente. We have a crisis and we have to act fast. Goats make decent messengers, but they tend to eat everything, including the message. Llamas are great. Everything is better with llamas. Presidente, after thorough research, we have discovered the compass. It was in your cabinet behind the plans for world domination and under the bottle of rum. I have lent it to our captains so they don't have to navigate by their sense of smell anymore and can use bigger and better ships. Presidente, remember that show where we wanted to execute whoever was responsible because of the things they said about you? Well, now we have a solution. Every show is to have an executive or a person we can execute if we don't like what is in the show. That way, everything will be much neater. We tried to discover democracy, but it proved extremely difficult. Building a true democracy is like chasing a unicorn. Everybody has heard of them, but no one has ever seen one. We captured a whole herd of unicorns, but not a glimpse of democracy anywhere to be found. However, we did discover the expectation of democracy, which should be more than enough for simple Tropicans. We've discovered the mineral oil, which can be processed into gasoline. The cars in Tropico no longer need to run on magic. Our profits are guaranteed until someone starts selling oil cheaper than us. Then we should bomb and invade them. We need to lure more tourists to the island, Presidente. I'm certain one of them will be our murderer, returning to the scene of the crime. Trust me, I learned that from all those profiler movies. Presidente, we discovered flight. It's just like falling, but backwards. I can't believe no one thought of it before. Then we discovered landing. It's just like splatting, but it hurts less. We conducted thorough testing to identify the preferences of those strange species inhabiting foreign countries and found out some amazing facts. Did you know how to entertain a foreigner for an entire day? Put him in a round room and tell him there's a croissant in the corner. The valuable information we have collected will allow us to communicate with these simple-minded creatures. Presidente, we discovered the best thing since probably the best thing ever. Presidente, it's so hot outside that I saw 2 palm trees fighting over a dog. Victory, Presidente! With the help of my secret rain dance technique, I was able to defeat the drought, and it only took me 5 months. Presidente, I encountered a hostile atom today. It was attached to a hostile punch, attached to a hostile arm, attached to a hostile lady. This was clearly a provocation. I have declared a war on all atoms. I propose we use neutrons to split their forces. Presidente, look at these big, comforting letters. Obviously, they are big because they mean something important. Anything important would surely be written in big, nice-looking letters like these. There is nothing below them worth looking at. Presidente, an oil tanker and a stray narwhal were involved in a hit-and-run accident off the coast of Tropico. The tanker took serious damage while the narwhal fled to Canada. Presidente, we have discovered the Internet. It was in the palace basement for who knows how many years. It seemed to work okay after I blew the layers of dust off it. For some reason, it seems to be full of cat pictures. And pictures of nude ladies and gentlemen, which I have taken to my office for further study. Presidente, my career as a weatherman is over. I promised everyone a warm and sunny day. And now we have a tornado on the island. I am back in the game. I can now accurately predict rains of cattle, shack, and furniture across the entire island. Here is the damage report. We are as small dust motes in the grand scale of the universe. Fortunately, we can take it out on others and make them feel even smaller. Let's make the building so huge that our citizens feel small and insignificant. It seems logical to me that then we would become more significant and much larger than dust motes. Maybe as large as tennis balls. Oh, Presidente, I've always wanted to play laser tag in real life. Will there be explosions? I want explosions.